Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name is Donovan, and tonight we're going to take a look at some budget-friendly accessories for this device right here. This is the Moto G7, and specifically we're going to be taking a look at some accessories that are under $8. So we're going to take a look at a couple of cases. So these are from a company called Simo, and I'll leave a link down in the description if you're interested in checking them out. So Simo makes a couple different types of cases for the G7. Everything that we're going to take a look at is also available for the G7 Play and the G7 Power, and then also technically the G7 Plus as well. So you can see for this particular case, it's completely TPU. It's a little bit on the thin side. It's not the thickest TPU case, but it will provide some protection for your phone. If you want a little bit of a thicker case, Simo does also make a case called the Simo Armor, which is also very budget friendly as well. So we'll go ahead and go here into Amazon. So right here, so the one that I have is this one right here, but notice this is actually for the Play. So you have to be careful when you order any accessories for the Moto G7, because anytime you look up Moto G7, you will also get some accessories for the G7, the G7 Play, the G7 Power. So sometimes you have to just kind of watch out which one you're getting. So this is the one I have here. This is the Slim Matte, and then we do also have the Armor. So if you want something thicker, Simo does also make that one as well. Now, the biggest complaint that you'll see on Amazon for this case, and I'm not really sure that, to me, it's not really a big deal, is the fact that this isn't quite centered. So notice that the opening for the camera is a little bit on the low end, but I mean, honestly, who really cares? I don't really think that's a big deal personally. So obviously this is not a super thick case. If you want something a little thicker, you can go with the Armor version of the case, or there's some other companies like the 2D Emerge is a great case for the Moto G7. So you can check all those out in the links down below. So anyways, that is the Simo matte black version. Now, they did also send out to me the clear one. That one I haven't actually used yet. It's basically the exact same thing. The complaint I've seen about this one is that it's a little bit slippery. So I could see maybe there's definitely a difference between these two. Actually, I'd say the matte black feels a little bit more slippery. This one kind of has a little bit of a grip to it, I think. But all the openings are in the right spots. It's just slightly reinforced. You can see that one's obviously going to show off the phone nicely. And then the second accessory that we're going to take a look at is actually a tempered glass screen protector. So this is from a company called Tori. I have not put these on yet, so I'm going to go ahead and turn the screen off. We're going to go ahead and install these. First, I want to show you real quick what you get with it. So they say that shatterproof, 9H hardness, anti-scratches, hold transparency, and 2.5D, mean it has rounding edges, so you're not going to like cut your finger on it or anything. Now, they do have this little guide with it, and again, these are also available for the G7 Play and the G7 Power. This is technically kind of like the microfiber cloth, so it's kind of like a guided edge, I guess. So that's kind of cool. We also have a ton of dust absorbing stickers, and then also some wet and dry wipes. So we'll use these to kind of clean off the screen, because I don't think I've cleaned the screen off yet since I've got the phone. Oh, and there is also another microfiber cloth there. So I guess this one is going to be kind of used as a squeegee. Not really sure why you would need that. I'm not really sure. They do have an installation video here, but typically tempered glass screen protectors are very easy to install. So wet and dry wipes. And then this is actually a 3-pack. So, I mean, if you screw it up once or twice, no big deal, because you got a third one, I guess. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and install it. I'm going to kind of do a fast forward on this part, so you don't have to like watch me do all of this. But at the end, we'll go ahead and take a look at what it feels like or what it looks like with the cases. Alright, so I got the screen protector installed, and I want to go ahead and show you what it looks like and let you know my thoughts on it. So at first glance, it would look absolutely fantastic. So if from this angle, you'd probably say, yeah, this is definitely a go. It's only $8. You get 3 of them. But honestly, it isn't all that great because in all 3 attempts, and yes, I did actually attempt to do all 3 of them, you can probably see it right there. There's a little imperfection in the glass, and so you can see that it does kind of have that little mistake there. And so as a result, there's no way to get that part to lay flat. Now, as far as the actual responsiveness of the glass, it's just as responsive as the regular glass on the phone, so there's no issues there. It has great protection in terms of the camera obviously is protected there on the front. Obviously, it doesn't go over the camera because you don't want that, but you can see that it works well with pretty much any case is going to work with it because there is just a slight gap around the edges, and that's because the edges of the phone are just slightly curved, and so it can't quite cover the whole thing, but it does cover the entire screen part of the phone. But again, there are just some slight imperfections. I attempted all 3 tries, and in all 3, all of them had at least a little bit of an imperfection. This one just has probably the least imperfection. So do I recommend the glass? Probably not. Do I recommend the cases from Simo? If you don't want to spend a whole lot, I definitely think these are just fine, and as long as you don't mind that little cutout there being just a little bit off. But overall, definitely the case is a go. Screen protector, there's probably something better out there. I haven't found it yet, but I do think that there's probably a better screen protector you can find for the Moto G7. So hopefully this video has been helpful for you. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.